whereas this kind of gourd would be used for storage, mostly for liquids, for foods, for all kinds of, containing all kinds of things. I think the elongated shape of this gourd would probably make it more of a liquid container.
Some things.
But the layering of meaning on this, I think really, because it doesn't come through its trajectory through history, it comes more with actually what is carved directly onto effectively the skin of the gourd. Gourds are, maybe we should even talk about what a gourd is.
Sure.
That a gourd, like a pumpkin or something that we're sort of more accustomed to, these grow on vines.
Squash.
Yeah. And then they
dry out over time. The innards then can fall out, or it can be pulled out to create a rather sturdy container.
Yeah, watertight and carvable. And so the layering that I think we have on this piece is really in the stories that are told on it, that Adumayali Jeta is telling through the figurative components, that you have the many, many experiences of colonization and colonial life that you see here, and also really specifically his life as traveling from Nigeria to London. I think that all of that is really shown on this gourd, that you have people in all different types of clothing, you have people in different walks of life. I think, do you want to talk about one of our favorite figures?
The ballerina.
Yeah.
So we do see in his carving these moments where you can see the kinds of outings and experiences that the artists were brought into as participant workers within the colonial fair. And one of the striking images on this gourd is this ballerina, and she's wearing a very classic ballerina tutu. She's in a dancing form, and so you can think of the kind of impact that seeing this dancer had upon the artist. Do we know the dancer's name? Was there like a prominent ballet show that happened?
So yes, there was. This was actually one of the visitors who came to the show said, 1924, 25, that's when the Ballet Russe was in London.
Oh, wow.
It was the talk of the town. It was that everyone was talking about the British Empire exhibition and the Ballet Russe. And so you have him responding to what's happening locally in, London society. But it's again his ingenuity, right? He knows his audience. And so if ballerinas are what everyone's talking about, he's going to put a ballerina on a gourd to try to attract buyers as well. So there is that sort of, he's clearly so deeply ensconced in so many cultural experiences, and he's putting them all into this one work of art.
And I mean, even thinking more about this idea of the layered meaning, I think a lot about how we often speak that with Sir Henry Wellcome's collection, with his documentation, that we're so fortunate compared to other forms of African art collections that really have almost nothing. But this one, we know like where the gourd came from. We know when it was carved, where it was carved, We know when it was sold, who it was sold to, who's the collection it went to, and then we have a clear trail of it coming to UCLA. And I always have thought in my mind as how that is such a clear story that goes with this object. But as we've been discussing here, there's also so many questions. Like, I want to know, did he go to see the ballerina?
Right.
Was it that he was seeing images in the newspaper? Has this gourd been on view at the Wellcome collection? We just know what was written on the initial cataloging card, but we don't have any further exhibition history for it. So how did Wellcome view this within his collection? Was there any further interpretation? Were they seeing this as a fun tourist souvenir of the fair? Were they seeing it as representation of Nigeria? And then seeing how that does change over time. Those are questions that we could still ask of the object.